Welcome to phase one. We're going to get started right away with the double stick section. In the Minnesota Kali Group program, we teach the double stick first to promote coordination, body mechanics, distance, rhythm, timing, ability to move with a partner. It's not a combat study, but it's taken from the art of Kali, where it's a very heavily combat emphasis. Steph is my assistant. First section that you'll have is the 4 count we call Abecedario. Abecedario is your ABCs, your most basic strikes. So you're going to strike 1 inward, follow with a high backhand. 1 inward, follow with a high backhand. 1 inward, now follow with a low backhand. 1 inward, now follow with a low backhand. Then we do 4 inwards, which is 2 high and 2 low by twisting your body. Don't move your arms much, move your body. So it's 1 inward, high backhand, inward, high backhand, inward, low backhand, inward, low backhand. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Inward, high backhand, inward, low backhand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inward, high backhand, inward, low backhand. 1, 2, 3. I remember that at the Kali Group, most stick drills are designed so that your stick meets at a 90-degree angle here like this. The closer you get to vertical, you get close to hitting each other. The closer you get to horizontal, you get close to hitting each other. We try to keep the students as safe as possible. Also, try to keep a 90-degree angle on your wrist so that you're not pointing the tip of the stick towards your partner's face. That's also dangerous. Okay, now, we have to start moving. Stick work always moves, and we need to teach you to move with a partner. So the first drill is we're just going to take 4 basic steps. So Steph starts here. I'm going to step forward while he steps back. 2 steps, 3 steps, 4 steps. Then we do the floor inward while we're stationary. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 inward stationary. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps, 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see you're already getting used to distance, timing, rhythm, how to move with a partner. Now the next step is we make what they call a roof block. Roof block has the right stick as the spine of the roof and the left stick as the pitch. So when he strikes, I'm going to use this structure here like that. When I strike, and he strikes. Now notice this is done very lightly. A real roof block, a true combat, hits the knuckle here like that, carries through to the face, thrusts out, and follows up from this side. None of which will we allow a phase 1 person to do. So, because it's not safe. 1, 2, 3 light strikes. Then we go down the floor. 1, 2, 3 strikes. 1, 2, 3, 4. The person moving forward begins the exchange. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. These are your first basics. The idea or the theme of exchanging in threes is going to carry throughout this whole art. Even into the section what we call JKD or the Jun Fan martial arts, where Bruce Lee and Dan Inosanto were putting their art together. The exchanging in threes is very important. Onward to the 6 count family. This would be your next section for the double stick. Again, Abecedario, we start like this. High to low to high. High to low to high. Then we do 6 inwards. 3, 4, 5, 6. High to low to high. High to low to high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 high, 1 low, 1 high. 1 high, 1 low, 1 high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last time through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In your classes, that one will be taught stationary. Okay, now on to the subject of Sinawali. Sinawali is the weaving motion of the stick. That means that the stick is weaving back and forth. So we have a 4 count Sinawali, which is an inward, followed by a backhand, followed by a backhand, followed by an inward. That's 1 inward, 1 backhand, 1 inward. So I'm going to do it facing the camera. Inward, backhand, backhand, inward. Inward, backhand, backhand, inward. Notice that each strike passes through the center line. Inward, backhand, backhand, inward. Inward, backhand, backhand, inward. If I'm facing this way, again the strike passes through. Inward, backhand, backhand, inward, inward, backhand, backhand. inward, etc. We'll also do it on the left side, which is a left inward. Right backhand, left backhand, right inward, inward, backhand, backhand, inward. And then we'll be switching back and forth. So for the first one, we start here, everything points up. Again, we have that 90-degree matching here. So we strike inward, we strike backhand, we strike a backhand, and an inward. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes it's referred to as labtik sinawali. A wittik is a blow that goes out and comes back. A labtik is a blow that goes through the target. If you'll notice, all of these blows go through the target. 2, 3, same thing, starting from the left side. Pull through, pull through, pull through, pull through. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 1, 2, 3. Switch sides. You're going to do 2 4 counts and a 3 count. 2 4 counts and a 3 count. So we go pull through, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. Now the 3 count is 1, 2. On the third beat, go out and back. That puts you on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Go out and back. Inward, backhand, backhand, inward. And 1, 2, out and back. Inward, backhand, backhand, inward. Inward, backhand, backhand, inward. Inward, backhand, backhand, out and back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 1, 2, 3. Back like that. Okay, that's a 4 count sinawali. Now the 6 count sinawali is almost the same. So if we just face this way, you put your right stick over your left stick. The inward right hand goes through. The left backhand goes through. Right backhand goes to the center line and cuts back underneath. Left hand inward goes through. Right backhand goes through. Left backhand goes to the center line and cuts underneath. So it's a right inward through. Left backhand through. Right backhand out to the center line and cut back. Left inward through. Right backhand through. Left backhand to center line and bring it back in. Right inward through. Left backhand through. Right backhand to the center line and cut under. Left inward through, right backhand through, left backhand to the center line and cut under. We term this heaven 6 because Sifu Dandan Asano's mother saw that it pointed toward heaven, so it should be called heaven 6. So we strike 1, 2, 3 and back, 2, 2, 3 and back. Right, left, right, left, right, left. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the 6 count family, when you're taught, you will be required to combine this with the Abhisadara. So if we start like this, we go high to low to high, high to low to high, 2 high, 2 middle, 2 low, bring it through, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, leave it out here, high to low to high, 2 high, 2 middle, 2 low, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, high, low, high, high, low, high, 2 high, 2 middle, 2 low, and 4, 5, 6, high, low, high, low, high, 2 high, 2 middle, 2 low, and 6. That is your double stick section for the phase 1 testing. All right, welcome to the single stick section in your phase 1 training at the Minnesota Kali Group. The single stick section is a little bit more combatively oriented because we're going to learn to block and return and attack. The first order of business is coordination. With any weapon training, it's coordination. So we're going to take you through our basic 3 sections that we do, have a little bit of footwork and a little bit of fun with this. Now, number 1, if I can borrow Diana, you're going to do just a basic pattern where you hit 1 inward, 1 low backhand, 1 high backhand. Pass it behind your shoulder, same shoulder, grab it from behind and slash uppercut all the way across the body. High to low to high, pass it behind the shoulder, slash the uppercut, then hit high to low to high, pass and slash. High to low to high, pass and slash. Okay, I'll let Steph and Diana just show it for a moment. Again, your right leg is forward, high to low to high, pass and slash. Change your legs, high to low to high, pass and slash. And we use the word bacalao. Bacalao was told to me was a fish that swims in a circle. I don't know if that's true because fish in my neighborhood don't swim in circles. But what we do is we circle the stick like this. This might be, in application, a hit to the hand and a hit to the other hand. It might be a hit to the stick and a hit to the hand, a hit to the stick and any other target on the body. When we train, we click twice, 2, 3, and go back. Click twice, and go back. So the first one you slash single, do a low and high, slash single. The second one is you double it. 1, 2, and hit, 1, 2. Okay, so number one is you slash through. High to low, high. High to low, high. Number two is you double it. 1, 2, perfect. Or we say bacalao. That's it. Okay, now number three is abanico. Abanico is to fan the stick, or sometimes they say abanico witik or witik. Witiking is a cheating blow. It means that you took a little cheap shot. So what you do is you triple 1, 2, 3, backhand, go back like that. Start pivots, 3. It's a light blow. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, Again, this fanning of the stick or the pivoting back and forth. So they're going to put the 3 together real quickly for you. So first one is a high to low to high, and high to low to high. Second one you double it. 1, 2, and 1, 2, and triple it. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Perfect. That completes your first coordination set. Thank you. We're going to introduce some footwork. The most basic footwork, in my way of thinking, is the Lanka Lima or the 6 directions. So we put this on the board. So what you're going to do, I'll do it facing the camera and facing away again, is you take your left foot and step outward at a 45-degree angle, bring it back to the center. Step outward with your right at the same angle, bring it back to the center. Step straight sideways with your left, straight sideways to the right, 45 degrees back with your left, 45 degrees back with your right. So we have 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Usually we strike on 1, strike on 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So if I do it facing this way, so you follow along, left leg out, 45-degree angle, bring it back. Right leg out, 45-degree angle, bring it back. Left leg straight sideways, right leg straight sideways. Left foot back, 45 degrees. Remember, the body doesn't lose distance. Right leg back, 45 degrees. Again, your body stays forward. The first drill that we do with a partner, when he steps left and I step left, notice that we create an angle here. So the distance from each other has stayed the same. We're not crashing in together here this way. So we step out and strike an inward, bring it back. Step out and strike a backhand, bring it back. Sideways to the inward, sideways to the backhand, to the rear, and to the rear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inward on number 1, backhand on 2, inward on 3, backhand on 4, inward on 5, backhand on 6. Second drill that you're going to be required to do is what we call witik, lob, tick. Again, if you remember the terms from your Sinawali, the witik comes back, lob tick pulls through the target. So the most basic understanding of Kali is that when he swings, I strike his hand and follow up somewhere on the body. We do that in the footwork, so we step forward, witik, lob, tick, 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 witik, lob, tick. 1 and 2, 2 and 2, 3 and 2, 4 and 2, 5 and 2, 6 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Third drill with the 6 directions is what we call ikis, or it's an X. So all I'm going to do is make the X on his body. It's like a short figure 8. Okay, so when we step forward, we strike 2 blows, 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Notice it's the same 2 blows on every one. 1, 2, 1, 2. If this was a stick fighting class, we would now learn how to cut this apart. For the training here, we always want you to click. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Last thing, we'll put it together. So we have number 1 is to just strike through, strike through, strike through, strike through, strike through, strike through. Number 2, you would tick, left tick, would tick, left tick, would tick, left tick, would tick, left tick, wood tick, love tick, wood tick, love tick. Number 3 is you make the X. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. So single blow, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hit and pull through, hit and pull through. And make the X here, make the X here. X here, make the X here, make the X here, and make the X here. That's your second section for the single stick. Now we're on to the striking motions, or the what we call the amara. It's the basic ways to strike with the stick or stroking. So if I borrow Diana for one moment, and then I'll let these guys do it. We're going to start with the downward figure 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, low to high. The two backhands just separate the striking methods. Then you have an upward figure 8, which slashes here. 3, 4, 5, low to high. You can picture the stick having an edge, a blade. Kali always has been a bladed system, not a stick system. So we think of this in terms of having a blade. That works out better for training because we're safer. It also works out better should you ever have to hit a body. If you hit like it has a blade on it, your hand is in a better position to take the force of the blow. If you turn your wrist, like most Western sports, you will automatically disarm yourself because it twists out of the hand that way. All right, so I'll have Steph and Di demonstrate. So you're going to do 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Low to high. Then uppercut. 1, 3, 4, 5. Low to high. One side of the X here. 4, 5. Low to high. And one side of the X here. And low to high. So what they've just done is we've made an X. The downward figure 8 is at the top part. Upward figure 8 is at the bottom part. One side of an X is over here. Other side of the X is over here. So if they can do those 4 one more time. So you have downward figure 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, low to high. Upward, knee to shoulder, 3, 4, 5, low to high. One side of an X starting low to high. One side of an X starting high to low. One more time through. Downward figure 8, shoulder to hip. 5, 1, 2. Upward figure 8, knee to shoulder. 1, 2. Low to high, one side of the X. 5, back, and high to low, 3, 4, 5, back. Okay, now we're going to do with the next 4 basics. You have one that goes across the face, here. You have one that goes horizontally across the waist. Then you have one where we call small loop right, which is one horizontal blow, followed by one uppercut. One horizontal, followed by one uppercut. Or the last one will be one uppercut, followed by the horizontal, one uppercut, followed by the horizontal. All right, so if we have these guys get through the first one, downward figure 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, low to high. Upward figure 8, low to high. Blue on line, 2, 4, 5, low to high. Eyebrow line, 2, 4, 5, low to high. Horizontal at the face level, 5. Horizontal at the waist level. Small loop to the right side, 3, 4, 5, and small loop to the left side, 4, 5. That is your basic figure 8, or the first 8 variables of the figure 8 family. Now we move on from there into what we call the abanico. You had this earlier in one of your coordination drills, but what it is a pivot point to the stick. It's very important as a light or intermediate blow. If you crash with a partner, you may be required to use this sort of blow before the disarm happens and before you follow up. Or it's also important in positioning the stick. If you need your stick in a certain position quickly, this training helps you with the dexterity to put it there. So lightly we train 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put it at the waist level. High to low, 3, 4, 5. And low to high. Okay, so you see the pivoting. So the first one pivots from here to here. 5, and low to high. The second one is at the waist level. It's as though she's countering a straight thrust here like this. The third one goes 1 high, but then we pivot low, 1 high, and 1 low, and 1 high. The fourth one goes low here, then it pivots all the way around to hit here, 4, 5, and low to high. So I'll ask Diane and Steph to go through this. 5, 5, low to high. Middle, low to high. High to low. Nice. And low to high. What we call the Redondo family And it's a little bit more forceful, so I want you to be more concentrated on your safety. Number one is you strike diagonally down and you repeat it. Now there's several different types of redondos. The specific one that we're going to use means the elbow moves here, your hip moves slightly, and the stick pulls through as it goes. Very similar to when we throw a hook or an elbow, something like that. Mechanics are the same here like this. It is not the redondo that drags across the body first and then comes out. And it is not the redondo where we lift it here like that and use what we call the short redondo. This one specifically turns this way. Okay, so we have one that goes diagonally down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously you're going to separate backhand to backhand. You have one that goes horizontally across. 1 right across the jaw, 3, 4, 5, low to high. You have one at the knee or shin level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, low to high. And then you have a vertical, straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, low to high. Again, if I bring Diana in, the first one is diagonal. Try to think of the blade slashing across. 2, 3, 4, 5, low to high. Horizontally across her face. 2, 3, 4, 5, low to high. At the shin or knee level, so we put it down here. Make sure you and your partner point this downward. 4, 5, low to high. And at the vertical level, we try to hit the tip of the stick right here. Click each other. No, we don't do that. We just miss on the outside of the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, low to high. Okay, so if they come in the first 4 on the redondo family, high diagonal. 2, 3, 4, 5, low to high. Horizontal across the face. 3, 4, 5, low to high. At the shin level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And vertically down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, low to high. Okay, that is the Amara section, and that completes your coordination work with the. All right, second section for your phase 1 outline is going to be how to block, deflect, and return. It's the exchange portion of stick fighting. Okay, this is mostly just an introduction, teaching you the economy of the art and some of the real, what I think of as beautiful pieces of this martial art. So the first one, we're going to deal with the number 1 angle coming inward at the head or neck level. Okay, our second angle will be the number 2 coming backhand at this level. Okay, when we get to the later drills, we'll cover more, but these are the first 2. So, number 1, we're going to meet on the hand here like this. So the hand has already been hit, that's 1 smack. As that gets hit, we shoot this hand out. The left hand is going to shoot out and either disarm it, or it's just going to stall it out long enough so that I can hit it again, and then possibly disarm on another angle. So the way we do this is we click the stick, check the hand, we swing through so that it misses all targets, and then I return it so she can do it. 1, 2, and slash. 1, 2, and slash. 1, 2, and slash. We now have really one of our first rhythmic drills in Kali. Rhythmic drills are sort of the foundational aspects of Kali. They're really very important for our reflex training, and as we go up, you'll see more and more rhythmic drills. But 1, hit. 2, hit. So it's a stick, a checking hand, and a stick follow through. 1, 2, 3. Now, in Kali, we do have blocking systems. We have what we call the 4 walls, or the different types of blocks. Sometimes they'll block it and use it in different ways, so that this is here, pat, and hit it. We prefer to teach the deflecting systems because it's a bit more sophisticated, a bit more usable. So when you hit this stick, you have to do something with all of this force. You can't hold your stick there. We do a demonstration in class that you'll see where I ask Diana to hold this steady. And I just hit the stick lightly like this, and you'll see that the tip of the stick is swatted around very easily. What that means is that when this matches the force coming in, if I just hold it here, it will come back and hit me. I'll get hit with my own stick. What we do is we let the force go slightly behind the shoulder here, so that as I deflect, the force goes to here. I don't bring it all the way back because she's now free to move with the tip into my face. So it comes about here where if that were to carry through, it's still matching. At that point, then I can now hit the hand. So we turn, and this is a shot here like that, or a shot here like that, or if the rear hand's coming, later this will be a shot here and strike. For the first training, we just deflect and hit, deflect and hit, deflect and hit, deflect and hit. Now, beginners, please keep your stick, remember 90 degrees, and pass like a paint roller across here. like this. Basic beginner mistake, very common, is to drag this across their partner's face because they're pointing it in the wrong direction. Here, tap, and hit, tap, and hit. Also, if you wear jewelry, if you have a ring or any other kind of jewelry, when you tap their hand like this, it's going to sting. So be very careful here, like that. That's it. All right, now, once we establish the first slashing motion as being a downward arc here like that, the second slashing motion is a horizontal across the waist. Horizontal. The third one is to slash the uppercut. Okay, and again, keep this tip away from your partner. Try not to drag it across their face. So you have one downward, one horizontal, one slashing upward, downward, horizontal, slashing upward. Now, in the phase one, we don't make a big deal out of the angling of footwork, but in general, you want to move to zero pressure. Zero pressure exists before the blow gets started. That's right here, so that I have the shot before she gets started on any blow. Zero pressure also exists after the blow has gone. So as she's swinging, if I can move to this sector, there's no pressure coming in. The maximum force is right here at the top, where she can get the velocity on the tip of the stick. So what I want to do is sort of curl inside the blow. Down, one horizontal, and one uppercut, trace the body. Now, the last one is we're going to hit the back of the arm. This happens because your partner has swung through. So if you think of this as already having passed, as you do it, you insert here still, but now we hit the back of the arm. And hack, like that. So that gives you your four variables. So one was to be inside and hit down. Inside and hit across. Inside and hit the uppercut. Inside and hit the downward, like that. Once she is deflected, she has the problem of my left punch coming at her here. So we're going to handle this four ways, but only two of which you'll be tested on. So number one is when she goes here, I do what they call the salute. You go here, backhand parry, like this. You see this? 1, 2. As this is parrying, this thing here is hitting once again, or tying up once again to do the locking. For the training of phase one, you're just required to drag it through, give it back, drag it through, give it back, drag it through. Again, you see she's not going by my face. Be careful to train safely. So you give the stick, and then the punch. You give the stick, and then the punch. The stick, and then the punch. Stick, and then the punch. Second one is you do what we call waslet. Okay, the waslet cuts it from here, but throws it away. That's the meaning of the term, is to throw away. So you get rid of the punch while you're hitting. Okay, and again, this has very common technique implications. We'll do the techniques at another time. But for the training here, you just start on the inside, throw it away to the outside. Then she does it. You see, she starts on the inside, throws it away to the outside. 1, 2, 1, 2. The other two you may be allowed to play with. Number one is we parry this, but we backhand the bicep here like that. That is usually presented, and then you'll go back and do whatever disarm or whatever technique. The fourth one is a two-handed pulling towards you parry. So it pulls up here like this, hits the eyeball twice, and it continues. So it would look like that. 1, 2, pack, pack, and out. We don't allow this one or this one very often in phase one because it's not very safe for the beginners. So again, your four options. Number one,